So if you guys are watching recently, you guys saw the upload of me unboxing the full DOOA setup on this 20C, so the metal stand, the puck light, all that good stuff, and then of course, you know, we have the tank itself, and today I'm actually going to be scaping it. I don't know when I'm going to plant it yet. I'm still going to research and do a little more and see exactly what plants I want to do in here. Of course, this is all going to be terrarium, so no water at all. Obviously there might be a little bit of a pool of water for humidity and stuff like that, but for the most part, obviously it's just going to be all dry. And so a lot of plants I'll have to plan out what I want to do. I know a good idea of a lot of the plants I want to do. I just want to do a little more research on, you know, stuff and make sure I do all the right plants that I want to do. But either way, it's going to look pretty good. And today we're going to attempt to scape it. We're going to see what I can come up with. Basically, my plan was the main stone I wanted to use Frodo, so I broke up some of the small pieces of Frodo I had, so I got some really nice, really detailed pieces. Like this is probably the more better one, the more flat one. This is probably the main stone somewhere. And then got some decent other size stones, and I'll probably break up more, but you guys will see a time lapse of me scaping this. But then I just got a bunch of crumble and a bunch of details, so I just got basically a good amount just to start with and to see where that gets me. And then my main concern is I didn't know if I want to do just stone or add wood into it. I was still deciding on what exactly I wanted to do. If I wanted to do like a simple just Yukimi type thing and have a carpet and maybe a few mid-grounds and that's it. But I think it'd be super sweet to have a bunch of different type of plants, and the use of wood is going to really make that more detail, I think, and having stuff droop off the edges and just make it look real natural. And using this, so this is 88 branch wood, the black forest, so it's a lot darker. And up against this Frodo, I don't know if you guys can see, but it just looks so sick. And under this light, it's gonna look even better. And of course, without it ever being underwater, it's gonna stay looking like it does. So I think it's gonna look super sick. This actually came off a branch of a bigger piece, so you can see I actually just cut it off. So if you ever wanted to see what the inside of 88 branch wood looks like that. Actually looks pretty cool. The way the outside is really dark rimmed, and then the inside's like almost like a lighter color. But I got this. I think I'll have to cut off this longer branch, but basically what my kind of vision for this piece that I kind of saw is something like this, just something that's coming out the corner. Maybe I can get it closer for you guys. So yeah, just basically, I want to basically, something like that. See how it's like laying flat right now, so something that's just coming out this corner. And of course, like you see this one sticking out, so I'll probably cut that somewhere really short. And I'll just kind of work with it. Obviously, we're going to use an 88 version 1 soil, and it'll definitely probably be sloped, so it may be even like something like this where it's sloped up. But either way, I just want branches basically coming out the corner, and that will just give space to tuck in different plants in between all the branches and stuff. And then of course these flat cool Frodos will kind of layer down onto the front, which will be sand of some sort. Sand, I'll use Lapata, I used to do a river sand, mix that in. I even got the 88 gravel as well to use some extra detail with the crushed Frodo that I already have. And so yeah, this is basically what I'm going to kind of roll with. We'll see what happens. Of course, you guys see the time lapse what I actually end up coming up with. We'll just kind of work with that, and I think that's just going to look really good against the light. And I haven't really seen people, and I'm trying to do something a little different. It's easy to really copy almost the same thing with these type of tanks. It just seems like they're all the same, especially when you look at ADAs. And not that that's really a bad thing, they all look really, really good, but I feel like everybody's just doing the exact same thing, especially this cube where it seems like almost everybody's done like pretty much like a little gimme. And I think I haven't seen anybody use the actual like black forest or branch wood, or really not branch wood, just wood and branch wood in general, and this at least this cube size. So I just want to, yeah, even something like that, but I just want to try something different and do something that's a little more unique. And obviously under this light, it's going to look so pristine and clean. And that's the great part about these, is not having to water them. It's just going to look always good all the time. And then if we pick the right plants, it's just going to really pop in color, and I'm really excited about this. So, but you guys will see that if I go to plant it, that'll be a separate video, but today will at least be the hardscape, and we'll do all that. And who knows, this video, I don't know how this video is going to turn out. I might actually combine this with the planting, so this will be a whole big, you guys will know by the time you guys see this, but I might actually just have this with the planting together so you guys can see the end result, so it's just one big video instead of separate videos, so people don't have to, you know, find part 2 basically. So that's probably what I'll actually do, but today I'll escape it. So yeah, I'll just stop talking, and I'll turn on to the time lapse and I'll see what I can come up with. So it's about a week later since you guys have seen the hardscape, and of course this is all in one video, so you guys just saw the hardscape time lapse and all that, and today you guys will see it now planted. So I just did, you guys probably just saw the planting time lapse as well on top of that, and so here it is all planted. So I actually have the plant list for this. You guys will actually see an unboxing probably after you see this one uploaded. It'll be a totally separate video on the unboxing on the plants on this, but it turned out honestly way better than I thought it would. Some of the stuff was too big on the species, and you guys will see that in the unboxing. Some species that would have been really cool that I just couldn't use because of the size. But yeah, I was able to really, it definitely looks way more sick in person. It still looks really good on camera, but all the bobitis, all the different tall stems, ferns, and all these other just mixed in. I mean, once it starts growing, it's going to look really, really good. Got a couple nicer stuff mixed in. This guy that kind of creeps is going to constantly grow, and so we'll see how that turns out. That should look pretty sick. I may actually add one back, take another one of these and kind of lay it flat over here as well. I think I'll do that. But, and then yeah, I got some of this. This is, I forget what this is. This is another type of fern type that doesn't get too big, but then there's club moss, and I put some other branches as well that will, you know, creep around the rock as well. But yeah, this turned out really, really sick. I'm super happy with it. Basically turned out exactly how I wanted. The plants in the back definitely made the scape for sure, because I was kind of iffy about the scape. It was fine, but the plants definitely made up for it, and that's kind of what my plan was, and it definitely worked out. So yeah, we'll just kind of see, and of course you guys will get regular updates on this, so you guys will constantly get updated. So just like in the unboxing, I'll explain this in the unboxing when you guys see it, but some of these plants might get too big, so we'll just kind of, you know, we're just kind of learn along the way and just see what ends up working with this. So we'll just kind of keep this and just see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, initially, I mean, yeah, it looks great. I just love all the bobitis. There's two different types of bobitis, and then all the ferns and all the different other types of taller plants back there. There's like 4 or 5 species mixed in, all this type of stuff, and then all the mini ferns and all these guys, they just all look really sick. So yeah, this definitely turned out like I wanted it to, and maybe just a little bit better. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Next, you guys will definitely see the pot being planted. That won't be as much as like this one, but there'll definitely be a lot similar stuff in there that you guys will see. But yeah, other than that, if you have any questions, comment down below, or you can follow my Instagram at JJ Aquariums. But other than that, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one.